Hello, folks. So welcome to part 28 of Learning Rust series. This is part of my 100 days of Rust, and I'm on day 13. So the last exercise that we did was around move semantics, moving the ownership and stuff like that. And I'm going to go ahead and like remove this. I'm not done, and then look at the next exercise. So, okay, so we have move semantics 3, and we have the same exact thing, cannot borrow vector as mutable as it's not declared as mutable. Okay, so looks like help consider this help consider changing this to mutable. Okay, so it's the same thing. So looks like we do pushes and which requires a mutable thing, and here it's an immutable reference. So we have to say mute and then mutable reference, right? Um, interesting. There's a okay 22, 44, 66 basically string for different lines. Let me go to this exercise basically and okay, and let me also check out what this means. Rust compiler explain this cat. This error occurs because you try to mutably borrow a non-mutable variable, basically immutable variable, and it tried to borrow like just get a reference, not move the ownership. So to do like modifications and all. RNS code x equal to 1 and then mutable reference of x. That's wrong. Cannot borrow mutable. In here, x is immutable. So when we try to mutably borrow it in y, it fails. To fix this error, you need to make x mutable. Cool. Okay, so now let's go here. Make me compile without adding new lines, just changing existing lines. No lines with multiple semicolons necessary. Okay, interesting. I don't know why they said that. Um, okay, so basically, I think that what they're saying is don't add new lines on the side also, like not below and then on the side also. You could add lines on the side and then have multiple semicolons. No lines with multiple semicolons necessary. So yeah, only one semicolon, right? So we have main vector 0, new vector, and it's signed integer 32-bit, and like here you move the ownership right to fill vector, and then this is actually a immutable one and immutable reference, and you get this immutable reference, and then you push, and then you give a immutable reference, right? Maybe we could say mute. Oops, mutable reference, and this is not a reference. So expected mutable reference found unknown. Okay, weird. Why is it unknown? One moment. Some reason this is unknown. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like do iterate for now and make it clear. And what's the problem now? So let me do run this again. Okay, parameterize. Semantics 3. Awesome. So expected colon found equal to interesting. So I think this should have been comma global or more like oops like this. Is that fine? Yep. I'm not sure if I did the right thing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Why is this not recompiling? Okay, expected colon found this 9. Okay, colon found equal to okay. I should probably go and check out how to define the vector. One moment. So how do you do a type annotation? So really you should have been able to do a type annotation over here, colon, sorry, oops, I forgot. I should have said vector. Okay, I just put a angular brace. Stupid. Vector of I32. I don't need a global for some reason. This global thing, I don't get it, but we'll get to it. Let me save this and see. This doesn't seem to be changing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like just change it to see if it recompiles again. Weird. Okay, so it is line 9. Okay. Colon. It is expected colon, and it still says right for vector 0. Interesting. It's still vector 0. This is weird. I put vector and whatnot. This is 3, right? Interesting. I think there is some issue here in the compilation. Let me see if I can actually just compile copy related path. Okay, cool. So mismatch types is the error now. And so fill vector, so line 11 is the problem. So here it says expected mutable vector because this has to be mutable borrow and all that. So reference, but found this, right? So we'll just have to pass a mutable reference instead of like passing the ownership. You have to pass a reference like let it borrow, and I think you're good to go. So help try using a conversion method to vec. Okay. Expected struct vec found mutable vec. Okay, awesome. I think that's the last thing that we are going to do. So should have shown the error here. For some reason it's not. But anyways, to vec. Awesome. Can it run now? So it says cannot borrow as mutable as it's not declared as mutable. Of course, you didn't declare it as mutable. So let's create a mutable thing and then awesome. So it passes now. So Ruslan. So the code is basically mutable vector 0. Create a new vector. I don't think you need this now. I'll remove that and see if it works. And then you have a vector 1. You pass a reference. It's like a borrow, but a mutable reference. So mutable borrow and then mutable borrow. You push 22 to 44, 66 and then convert it into a immutable vector and then send it back. I don't know if you need mutation here. Probably we don't. But it already had mutable for some reason. Oh, that's because they're pushing here. Okay. So to push here, you do have to put mutable. Cool. So immutable, this thing is returned here. So 22, 44, 66. And then you see the thing and then you push and then you see this. Right. So, yep. Cool. So now let me try to remove this off and I think it should still work. Does it? Yep, it does. So it'll understand that this I32 has to come here. So yeah. That's all I had for this exercise. I guess I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, I mean, let's just look at this once. Fill vector, mutable reference, so borrowing here, mutable reference borrowing here. You modify it because it's a mutable reference. You can modify it for 22, 46. And then you get a vector copy self into the new vec. And then again mutable thing. And then push, and that's all. Cool. So it looks like how you can print vectors is using colon and question mark, and then that's all. Yep, that's all. Just colon and question mark, and you should be good to go. Can I do something like, oops, vec colon question mark? Okay, no, I can't. So it says not a value. A local variable with a similar name exists. Okay, oh, vec 0, sorry. Cool, that's awesome. So yeah, I can put vec 0 colon question mark and it should print the whole thing, but vec 0 itself, yeah, it does not have any display and stuff. So like format, display, it does not implement that trait or something. So cool. So yep, that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.